Risk of Rain 2, one of the best in the roguelike that exists, and personally my favorite of all time. It was like one of those fewest games that I would visit to its Discord server every single day, just like a crackhead waiting for cocaine too. Hoping to see the announce of a new update or DLC. Wait. What? A remake for the first Risk of Rain. Like, a remake? Really? God damn no, don't get me wrong here. I used to like a lot playing the first Risk of Rain, but it's simply one of those games that is better to be remembered than played. Like, once you see how badly it aged, you just get disappointed. Save me. But returning to this game was a mistake. God damn it. So I basically couldn't care less for this remake and hoped to see a real content for Risk 2. Yo. What happened to the light? So let's go to 2023. One day I came back home from work, completely tired of spending my entire day carrying metal bars. As usual, I turned it on my computer to release the stress and enjoy my intergalactic adventures with some random dwarves. Fella ready to rock and stone? By the way, I have a video about it. If you wanna watch it, just click the card. And while I was about to enjoy my intergalactic adventures, that same friend of mine who entered in the Risk of Rain fanbase with me back then, when the second title was still in early access, he called me and said something like this. Bro, you gotta play this game, it's fucking amazing. Of course, I would have to play it to see by myself. And since I trust my fellows' words, I decided to give it a try. Risk of Rain Returns is basically what the devs wanted Risk of Rain 1 to be, but couldn't afford doing so at the time because they were just two broken students whose dream was to create a game by themselves. Well, it has all the simple mechanics and ideas from the first title, bringing back the characters, the items, companion, oh, red item, the soundtrack, but it enhances everything to be dynamic. Like, even some little detail that does not seem to make a difference actually makes all the difference when you play this game, bro. So to hop on those changes and enhances, let's start by taking a look at the basic mechanics. Well, since you clicked this video, I assume you probably already know how things works in this franchise. So just to be sure here, I'll summarize the basic mechanic of Risk of Rain for you. Basically, as you can see, there's a timer on the right top, and the premise is simple. As time passes, the game gets harder. Holy shit, how many they're gonna come? And your chances to have an epilepsy attack just increases.
Isn't this that game that causes seizures? Wow!
And I'm not kidding here. If you have epilepsy, do not play this game for so long, bro. The game has all the RNG mechanics from the roguelike genre, where it randomly generates items, enemies, and states, which can be manipulated afterward by unlocking the so-called artifacts. But I'll talk about those things later. And it's a basic concept, just like the first title. You proceed the stages by finding the teleporter, kill some lizards, and that way you try to get to the end with the most absurd build you can make. Holy shit, look at the speed, man. So what are the actual improvements this game had when compared to the first Risk? Well, by far, the best thing it changed that allows it to have a great quality of life and playability is the controls, brother. Because I gotta tell you that the controls in the first title were not my favorite thing about the game. Like, today I cannot bear the idea of having to control everything through keyboard keys only. Bro, my mind just can't handle it. I've been playing with a keyboard and mouse for years, and here, thanks to our gracious developers Hoopers, who's a prey to every single day of my life, we can play by using both mouse and keyboard. And it does not forget about you, Boomer, on the other side of the screen, who like things the old-fashioned way. So you can change the controls to be a keyboard only. Don't worry about that, my sweet grandpa. Also, another thing that makes all the difference for this game is the camera angle. Like, I've always asked myself, why in the fucking hell was the first Risk of Rain camera so zoomed out at the point that your character just looks like another decoration of the map? It was so much easier to lose track of your character at the time, bro. Yo, I can barely understand what the... So letting the camera angle a bit closer to the character, it's good for your own understanding about what is happening on the screen. And also for us to see the details of each character, which by the way is another awesome thing in this game. Since due to being a remake, the developers cooked it so hard, bro, by putting efforts into the art style of this game, that everything just looks so clean and smooth, man. Like, look at Mercenaries Attack. God damn, look at this, bro. They made this with so much care. Like, so these little changes on the playstyles and game settings just shows us how dedicated hopoo was into make this remake a great experience. Because they could have just like brought the characters, improved the graphics, and that's it. But no, bro, they took care of every single detail. They focus not only on new contents, but on improvements to the game itself. And about the soundtrack, whew, if I start talking about the soundtrack, we'll be here for hours. So it's just awesome. Chris Christodoulou knows exactly what he's doing, bro. That motherfucker just cooked it so hard, man. This game is probably on my top tier best games OST of all time. But now let's go the best part of this game. I am a grown, brain-rotted adult male who cannot bear the idea of playing with the same character for 40 hours straight. So I gotta add a little bit of zip to my playthrough. Like a little bit of variety, you know what I'm saying? Hope not only bring back those varieties and unique characters from the first title, but also improve their skill set with new moves, and still add 3 more survivors with completely new playstyles and amazing design to make you even more addicted to their game, bro. So let me briefly summarize them to you. Commando is the most basic shit you can see in a video game. Oh, yo. His animation shit is actually so sick, bro. Damn. What can I say about him? He's basically a shoot and run character. You shoot, you run. I ain't got no troubles in killing this motherfucker, bro.
Say that again?
Oh shit, not the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 days a week. Feel like the gayest person on earth by seeing this shit. Huntress is the commando for the Gunners, brain-rotted kids who can't even aim the mouse properly. Like, you shoot automatically at the direction of the enemy, so you don't even need to aim your mouse, bro, for real. Ooh, I'ma play with my baddie. Let's go, my baddie, my beautiful Huntress. If you ask me if I have a poster of her on my wall, I don't, okay? Okay, this is so fun, right? Wait a second. Yo, let me test something here. Nah, bro, too pixelated. Enforcer is for the safest players, those who can't guarantee themselves in a run and dodging situation. So they be like facing their enemies with no fears, face to face with a shotgun and a motherfucking shield. Now this is how you play with this fucking character, bro. Bandit is for those Red Dead Redemption's cowpoke fans who've been wearing cowboy hats and boots every single day ever since that game came out, hoping a sequel that will probably come out when they turn 17. Is this the Red Dead 3? Had thumpers. Mine. I ain't need no mines. I got a dynamite for myself. And that's a good damn cowpoke. You only need 4 shots of your repeater. So y'all wanna do it with me. Here, let me teach you some manners. Boom, boom. And the goddamn magnet to solve all your problems. Okay, what about the whip? God damn, I don't like this weapon. That shit makes me feel like a colonizer. Go get some cotton from me. Go get some cotton from Hindi. Well, he's there, I guess. Alright, boys. So how does it work? It's actually fun to play with this guy, bro. He exists. That's the best way to describe it. Punch it. Punch it like that. Yeah. Punch the purple guy. Purple guy, motherfucker. You be abusing the kids on Fazbear Pizzeria. Engineer. Oh, engineer. Exclusively made for whoever the fuck played this game without the intention of playing it. Bro, I'm laying on my bed literally. Oh shit. Miner is for the Giga Chad, a character that represents the bravest mans in the world. Shit, oh shit, oh shit, that's not the kind of shit I was expecting. Or those who are Hammer Bros fans, for whatever the reasons. So it's time for the Hammer Bro, dog. Ooh. Is the Hammer Bro power? No. Sniper, pretty solid, good damage. Good gameplay. In general, it's a good character with an awesome reload system for a 2D game. Like for real, the devs were pretty creative in making this some kind of mini game. Playing with Sniper is like playing Dead by Daylight, but instead of Michael Myers stalking your ass, you got a floating firehead stalking your ass. And instead of generators, you have a sniper. Acrid, the survivor. I thought it was a monkey on the first game. Really, look at this. It's a fucking monkey. Now what can I say about Acrid? Watches the bubble destroy everyone. It's basically the dirt bubble from SpongeBob. Mercenary, a character specifically made for those who suffers of a disease called the main character syndrome. Wait, you don't know what that is? Here's a glimpse for you.
Oh no, gringe.
Yeah. Jokes aside, he got a lot of mobility, a pretty good damage, and a freaking cool animation. Like, god damn, bro. Damn, I feel like Anakin Skywalker here, bro. Loader, tell me something. Are you totally stressed by your work? Your boss is a shithead who can do any good decision for the business? Well, brother, it is time for you to release that stress without going to jail. Actually, you could just jerk off, to be honest, by playing with Loader. Woo, woo. Jump and hit, jump and hit, jump and hit. But the only problem here is that sometimes you end up even more stressed, because goddamn, this game can be tough sometimes. What kind of damage? How am I supposed to win this shit, bro? Chef, the one character that separates the kids from the men. And here, unlikely that piece of shit present in Risk of Rain 2, the Gearbox dares to call it Chef.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
Here we got the true Chef, the best survivor ever made in the Risk of Rain history. Now this is the peak of finding shit, dog. With his boomerangs, butcher knives, an oil tank, and the motherfucking microwave, Chef is the only character that I can play for hours straight without getting bored. If I had to describe this character shortly, I'll say that the devs truly cooked here, brother. And now for the new characters added. First we got Pilot, a Commando 2.0. Like, I'm not kidding, he's literally a Commando 2.0, bro. He is funnier, better, and cooler than Commander. This motherfucker is so cool that he was chosen to be the main attraction on the game's trailer. Bro, this character is one of my favorite characters of this game, honestly. Scavenger, another one. Oh my fucking... Now coming back from the previous title, we got Artificer, and I gotta say that I was very much surprised by her playstyle here. Like, Artificer in Risk of Rain 2 was one of those characters I would play while signing every 10 seconds, because the character just feels so boring, bro. But here she was surprisingly one of my favorite characters to play with such a pretty strong abilities, bursting the enemies, and an amazing fire boomerang attack. Wait, now that I think about it, I think I got a thing for boomerangs. Well, guess I'll discover later tonight. And for the last, we got the Bagman. Bro, you know that his name is Drifter. We rehearsed this script too many times already. God damn it. Just say it right. Yo, I'm sorry, bro, but I ain't got no blame if the character carries a bag and attacks with the bag. So yeah, Bagman is basically if Santa Claus was made to a playable character. And he is fucking awesome. Like, I think he's probably the easiest character to get a good run with, since you'll be basically crafting infinite items for yourself. And who cares if these items are temporarily? You just need to create so many items until you get to the point where the time doesn't even matter anymore, you know what I'm saying? And these are all the 15 characters present in the game. Each one has a unique way to be played and enjoyable for all kinds of playthrough. Now obviously you should review your life concepts if you choose to play with some of them. And I love the fact that the runs will always be different in every way possible, not only due to the variety of character, but also due to the items you pick along the runs. Because after all, the success of everything ends up being defined by your own luck when it comes to a roguelike. So you gotta be really lucky to get the items you need to make your character work in that run, you know? Like sometimes you'll be able to create a ranged melee character simply because you was able to get yourself 4 Heaven's Cracker, and now every single attack just feel like you're rewatching that Dragon Ball episode where Piccolo pierces Goku and Raditz heart. And other times you get so fucking strong that only your existence is enough to end the lives around you. Other times you become Flash, you literally become Flash yourself.
My name is Barry Allen, and I am the fastest man alive.
And in unfortunate times, the game insists to keep giving you bustling fungus. But god damn it, bustling fungus? You don't know how much I hate this item, bro. God damn it. So completing and failing tons of playthrough with tons of different builds is the biggest charm this game has to provide you. And the fact that the game is not an easy cake to be finished in a normal way without the use of artifacts just keep feeding that big gamble spirit we all have in our interior. So most part of the time you just keep dying over and over and over again. And when you finally manage to reach the last stage, guess what? You die again, inciting your brain to try over and over again until you finally get closer to what you achieved once. And even after finishing the game for the first time, you don't get satisfied enough and go try another run with another survivor, turning the replayability of this game almost endless. And not everything needs to be based on the normal runs. The game still has great things to keep you engaged with a purpose besides beating it, like trying to complete a challenge to unlock new characters, items or skills, or even the so-called artifacts. They are basically modifiers to your game, such as choosing items, taking away the chest but giving drop chance to enemies, increasing the spawn of the enemies. Like the game has infinite ways to make everything different. And if by any chance you get bored of those normal mode, you still have the mini games, which by the way are one of the funniest thing added to this game, bro. Most of these mini games are made to demonstrate the character's optional skills, but the way hopoo made them is what makes it so amusing to immerse yourself in, you know? Like here you have to complete a time attack event with Artificer's gravity jump. Do this shit, man. My fucking god, man, I'm so bad at this shit. Here you have a race to the end of the stage by sliding, and here you gotta like cook everything, literally everything that you see. Come here, come here. Oh, ooh, so yummy. There's a lot of these amusing mini games that you'll probably be spending hours trying to complete each one or even beat your own record, you know? So it's clear how hopoo put a lot of hours and efforts just to deliver us this amazing piece of art that not only is the last genuinely good Risk-of-Rain content released, but also the last Risk-of-Rain content made by themselves before Gearbox fucked everything up with the shit. So as my love letter to the franchise, I couldn't bear the idea of not making this video. And trust me, I'm trying to make this video for months, so even though it might be a content that won't get that many views, it is a video I made with my heart, since this franchise hits me hard, as you can see on my Risk-of-Rain 2 video on the screen. Go watch it, by the way, I like the video. So thanks so much hopoo for your games, and I hope that you guys succeed in Evolve from now on. Comment your thoughts about the video, and until someday.